Second day, the Legacy Hotel ASQ. Had a good sleep last night, got over the jet lag a little bit of sun on the balcony today. So I put together a short clip that shows all the documentation that you need before you set off. So the order I would do that in is book your flight first, check with the airline that it's flexible should any of the other documents go wrong for you or if you get a positive COVID test. Same with the ASQ hotel, just email the hotel and make sure it's cool that, you know, should you get a positive test or you don't get your certificate of entry, you can either get your money back or move your date. And your insurance, make sure it's got the COVID cover on it, and it needs to be at least £100,000. Once you've got all those documents all paid for, then you apply for your certificate of entry. Now we'll do all that and submit all the documents at the same time. I was actually refused 3 times, and a friend of mine was just refused today for submitting one document. So I would just do it all and submit them all at the same time, and it came back in about an hour for me. I got my certificate of entry straight away. Once that's done, I flew from Manchester Airport, so there's a really efficient testing facility there. It's very quiet at the moment. To get your COVID test, to enter Thailand, you need the RT-PCR, and I would check, depending on which country you're transiting through, if they needed another test. It changes daily, so keep an eye on that when it's building up to your flight. But an RT-PCR was good for me, from Manchester through to Amsterdam, through to Bangkok. So one thing that really helped get through the airports was having hard copies. At Manchester it was a little chaotic with certain travellers not having the right documentation or having it on the phone and you couldn't find it. So I just printed everything off and it was really smooth. You know, I was at check-in for 2 minutes, you know, that's that document, that one, and away you go. And it helps as well when I got to Bangkok. Similar issues with people at Bangkok not being able to find what documents they've got. So I would advise to print them off. You've got the hard copy and just pass the actual documents over. So Bangkok Airport is amazing really how efficient you were with all the travellers. It was typical Thailand, very, very friendly. The authorities were giving out water to the travellers as they arrived. And your documents will be checked 3 or 4 times before you're allowed to leave the airport. But you're taken from station to station to station. And everything's checked thoroughly. Then you'll be picked up by your ASQ hotel driver. Once you arrive at your hotel, at the Legacy Hotel, you have to sit outside and change your shoes and spray all your luggage down, and the nurse gives you a once over. It's really just a visual examination, and they ask you questions about your health, how you're feeling, have you got any symptoms, etc. And then you check in, you have to show your documents again, your certificate of entry and your passport and your booking and so on. And then you're escorted to your room where you start your isolation. You're given a welcome pack with QR codes to download, apps for contacting the hotel staff. You can get 7-Eleven deliveries, you're given 3 meals a day. But we'll do another video tomorrow and talk about the food and talk about the schedule for the ASQ process.